Okay, so it looks as though we are getting ready to get fired up and get this interview on the way. We've got Melissa and Corby from Infinitum coming on here in just a second. And we're going to give it a couple seconds here for people to fire up and pop on. They are here and ready to go, and we're going to get this fired up right now. So here's the intro. Ta-da!
It's been a long day, so what's left to say? It's time to play tunes. Dial in that frequency to rock out with me. Time to get some boom, get some boom, get some boom. Bring that fire inside. Get some boom, get some boom. It is time to party and
Okay, yes, that is my famous intro I do in all my shows, but I don't have a different one for interviews. So let's go ahead and pop on Melissa and Corby right now. Here we go. Ta-da! Here they are. Let me see if there's like a easier layout than this, so we're not all, because it's kind of like the old Brady bunch. How's this? Does that look better to you?
Oh,
you like that?
Nice.
Yeah, see? And then we can do the Brady bunch thing, like poke each other, looking down. Yeah, I think she's poking my ear right now. Anyways, check it out. We got now my streams fluctuate. We always get put on Twitch. We get pushed up to the top of the suggested thing. So right now there's 888, but it'll probably bounce between 100, 200, 300, in there as my normal shows do. You guys get requested all the time on my live streams. I mean, you guys in Elaine are like just popping off like crazy. So I absolutely fell in love with the band. In fact, I was introduced to you guys from my live streams that I do on Twitch. People started requesting, and I was like, wow. And I found out not too long after, because Melissa, you just seem to be this crazy busy artist that you've got multiple things going on. And in fact, when I was doing my homework to try to, do this interview, I was like, I don't even know where to start. So the beautiful thing about these interviews is that, well, we're here to learn about it all. So Melissa, Corby, how are you guys doing?
Fantastic.
Yeah, doing really great. Yeah. Thank you.
Doing really great. All right, sweet. Hey, you guys, do you have other interviews today going on too? Because if you do, I want to go ahead and give a plug for that for people to watch after this one.
Nope.
Not today? Okay. All right. Awesome. Now you guys are released under Napalm, correct?
Yeah.
Napalm seems to be the label that is grabbing every badass band there is. I think like 99%, we usually pump out 30 to 35 song requests a night on my shows, and the shows last 4 hours. And I think about 99% of those bands always starts with a Napalm, right? And it's like,
hey, when you listen to, do you also do like this in sync with the video? Because I do all the time. It makes me feel powerful.
Really? Maybe I should. Maybe I should. I do have like a fire explosive thing. I can't do it right now because I'm on a different format on this thing, but I do have all kinds of overlays and tricks and stuff. That's why I should do that. I should do that. Whenever it does that, I should just be like, in fact,
yeah, right.
I have effects. I can do it.
Oh, damn.
I'm telling you, man, I'm rocking this. This is what I do.
Wow.
All right. Anyway, so all the members we got, let's see if I got it right. Of course, you and Corby. Then there's also Adrian and Nicholas, correct?
Yeah.
And Adrian is the guitarist, Nicholas is drums, and then Corby, you're on bass.
Yes, that's correct.
Exactly.
Now, I'm going to take a wild stab at this and say that Melissa's on Vox, right? Vocals. Genius. I'm telling you, I'm brilliant.
Sometimes I steal the instruments of my bandmates, but usually when I go on stage, they take them back from me and they say, no, just do your thing,
Just do your thing. You know what? I went back in the days when I was on stage. I would try to do like specific things, and there was even times I tried not to have rum beforehand. And the one time I did that, my bandmates said, "Don't ever go on stage sober again. It's just not what you do." You know, they pretty much gave it to me. Said, "Just don't." You know. So I mean, that's really
take this.
Right. Yeah. My guitarist literally handed me a flask and said, "Put it in your back pocket if you have to." You know.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it was a different day, you know. I think we have a little bit of a delay here, so if I apologize if we end up talking over each other. It's not intentional. All right, so I'm going to tell you right now, you know, I made a little list here. I'm going to read off my favorites, and these are the ones that come across the most. And maybe we're going to go down. There's like 5 of them, and I want to hear a little bit more about those songs. See You in Hell. What I really loved about this is the vocal. The band is badass at every one of them. But as you know, I play all my own stuff too. But as somebody that's been working mostly on my Vox, it's kind of what I tend to focus on a little bit. But that calm and soothing thing that you got going on, and much like Madeline does, even when things get heavy. Do you find it hard sometimes to not just push out and do a scream, even though it's not called for in that? Because that song was brilliantly done.
Thank you. No, I think I enjoy singing clean so much that I only scream when it's needed, when the song requires it, and when it makes sense. I love playing with nice vocal lines.
Yeah, well, you do it well. In fact, that's my favorite thing. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I like the screaming. You know, I'm a metalhead. You know, but it's just sometimes these days you have so less of the clean things that when you do hear it, it's like, yes, thank you. You know, I mean, maybe I'm just getting old too. I don't know. I appreciate that a lot. But then again, I'm starting to like the Beatles. So what does that tell you? You know,
it's a great band.
I'm telling you, I appreciate them a lot more than I did when I was a teenager. My dad was playing on the record player all the time. But for you, Corby, with that song, do you find when she's doing it's heavier parts and she's singing clean like that? Does your momentum on that bass, does it stay the same, or do you I've played in songs where, if I do a clean thing, the rest of the band felt like they were dragging, and I'm going to assume that's not you because you just seem to be straight through on it. But does it have any effect on you at all?
Well, of course, yes. If Melissa goes if it's a breakdown part and Melissa is screaming, okay, everybody is hyped up and we all go, yeah, let's go for it. But yeah, it's just great fun, and it's so effective when Melissa does it. It's just like she uses her clean voice, and then all of a sudden she goes into breakdown and she's screaming, and this is like such a cool effect that, well, you gotta have to go with it. There's no way around it.
Right. Okay, so it drives you, and you know what? I totally concur with the how those breakdowns can drive you. It's hilarious. I know that you guys are probably in bed by the time our show's gone because of the time difference. But if you ever get to pop on one of the shows and see when your songs are playing, it's absolutely hilarious. I get to laughing every time, but I love it. They do this thing like this D7Z. It's a tribute to somebody, but every time that's their way of saying they're headbanging and moshing in the chat, right? Every time one of your breakdowns go on, that chat turns into a blur. It's just D7Z's all the way through that chat, man. Everybody's just throwing down, and it's like having a concert every night. I love it. Animals. Now that's your newest one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you right now that video turned me inside out. I mean, when it popped on, and I didn't even get to watch it until the show, because I try not to watch anything. That way I can get an honest, first watch and reaction to it. But I was just, I mean, that was it. Mind blown, and I got to tell you, Melissa, that part with you crawling through the dirt, I had this flashback of the Ring movie. Have you ever seen that?
Oh my God.
Where the girl is coming through the TV. And I was like, ooh, that's so badass, man. I love that. Because you had this kind of spooky thing going on. I was like, I think I'm in love, man. Check this out. So, I mean, now, as far as that video goes, I'm digging the lights and everything in the back, but I got to ask, what does that symbolize something, those stand-up lights? Or is it just a cool effect?
Well, I think it was just a cool effect.
Just a cool
to be
effect.
honest.
Okay.
Yeah, we talked with our videographer and he said, hey, I have a good idea. I saw this in another video, like not metal video, but we could do this. What do you think about it? And we talked about it. We loved it. So we did it. And those tubes, they're badass.
They do look
amazing.
cool. I didn't know if it was like a sci-fi Star Wars reference, you know, like I've seen in other bands do. They put those up and they're supposed to be like, you know, what do they call that? The lightsaber stuck in the ground or something.
Yeah. No, but you know what? It's so funny because then some people started to say, hey, it's Star Wars. And I was like, oh, never,
right.
Never in a million years would I have thought about this while filming the video because we were so focused on what we were doing. And then there's some friends who said, did you play with the lightsabers? And I'm like, I wish
you
I
said,
did.
we had a battle. It was a mess. There was glass everywhere, you know.
But
these
said, be careful. They are very fragile and they are very expensive. So I was like, yeah, let's
not fight with him. Let's not fight. No. I think it was Morphied Elizabeth or Issa. She has them going on the back, and I asked her how to do it because I thought I want to do that in my videos. And she's telling me the process of the tube lights with this translucent wrapping. And I was like, that sounds like too much like work to me. I think I'll just put them in CGI, you know, afterwards, like After Effects. I don't want to deal with that kind of mess. But anyways, it looks crazy good, man. But now is this part of, and this song, is this on a full album that is, because I see it says Order Chapters 2 Legacy. So is that the name of the album, Chapters 2? And that's released Legacy, now. Yeah. When was that album released?
29th of October.
Yeah, that's right, 29th.
Oh, yeah. So just like a week and a half ago, maybe?
Ago. Yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm going to absolutely have to get it. And in fact, I didn't know it was part of an album until I just now, this very second, looked over and saw it in the description on the video, because I have the actual video pulled on the side because I was rocking it out before we came live. You know, I was playing it, which I find I do frequently, even when I'm working, doing web design or whatever. I rock you guys out. You know, I'm not gonna lie. All right, so now the next favorite one I have is Afterlife. Tell me some background story behind that.
Well, with Afterlife, we decided to have Nils Malin from Amaranth and Dynasty as guest vocalists. That's actually a decision we made before writing the album, but we didn't know which song it would be, because both Dynasty and Ad Infinitum released an album pretty much at the same time in 2020, and we were supposed to tour together, and we thought, why not making a collab that would also maybe give another push afterwards to both Dynasties and Ad Infinitum's album. And that didn't happen because we recorded an acoustic album, but we kept the idea of having Nils on one of our songs. And yeah, we just made it happen. We chose the best song, the best candidate for this this featuring, and we're super happy that he accepted to do both the vocal recordings and the music video.
Yeah, I mean, it's intense, and the only thing I know him from is Amaranth, because we play that song "Boom" a lot on the show too, man.
Yeah,
well, because I'm all
song.
the time yelling "boom, boom," you know, when people will do something cool, you know, I'm all hitting the thing going "boom," you know, and so they were like, "You should play that to start the show," so I did. Now I'm like hooked on it. So when I saw him, when somebody requested that song and I saw him pop up, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be incredible." And it was. You guys, your Vox meshed. It was just epic proportions, you know. Just I don't. It's very rare that you see like two people that aren't even in the same band just mesh that well. So I was extremely impressed with that, man. And you know, the video overall, you guys, all your videos just fucking rock, man. I mean, like, you know, the production and everything is just on point. I'm kind of jealous because I do my own videos and I'm like, I don't get mine quite that cool. You know, I don't think that's not fair.
Well, we can give you the contact of the guy who did it.
Yeah, no, I do it myself because I'm broke. So you can give me a contact, but unless they'll do it for $1, it's not going to do me any good. Okay, now Fire and Ice. Man, there's something about that song, and I can't even put into words why or exactly what it is, but Fire and Ice, I put it on and I get this shrill up my back. You know, it's just one of those things where I kind of go into a zone with it. So when you guys were writing that, is there like a story behind that, like what it's about vocally, or what motivated you guys? What was there something deep behind that song, because it hits me deep?
Well, the first album was inspired by the life of Louis XIV and the people around him, and yeah, I mean, the lyrics were also inspired by this, and I think I also wanted to write something a little bit romantic from one of the songs, and I was working on it. And I think it was actually, it's funny, it was the second song I wrote when the guys were not yet in the band. I wrote I Am the Storm and Fire and Ice together, and recorded them to present at Infinitum to the label. And that's the only 2 songs they got when they signed us, actually.
Okay. And what about you, Corby? Was there anything like, now, you know, I'm going to make this a 2-part question. When you're writing, do you kind of feed it, like some bands will go off of, they'll like write according to, you know, what the lyrics are about, and some just jam out and the lyrics are written after. Was there something behind that song that hit you in deep, or was it pretty much based off of what the lyrics were in it?
Well, for chapter 1, I cannot talk about this because I wasn't part of the band when chapter 1 was written. So I joined. No problem at all. I joined when we started writing for chapter 2. So, but for chapter 2, like, to answer your question, is everybody had his or her own ideas, and we just shared them and we worked on them together. Sometimes we had like a vocal line for the beginning. In other parts we had like okay, this is like an instrumental version, and then we worked together on it. And then Melissa said, I know just the perfect lyrics and melody to it. It's a mixture, and sometimes you don't know where it comes, but it just, there's one idea, it could be anything, and it starts and it evolves, and it becomes a song.
So you just feed off each other for the most part then?
Yeah, that works surprisingly well, even with COVID and lockdowns. And we didn't write one song together in a room. We all were in front of our computers, sometimes on Skype, sending files to each other. And actually, Animals is the only song we wrote together as a 4-piece, everybody in sync on Skype. That's the only song. And all the other songs were just, okay, here's my idea, send it to Adrian, Adrian send it to Nick send it to Melissa, and it goes in a circle.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know, a lot of things get done remote. I've done a bunch of things remote. I did a Korn cover with a guy that I nicknamed Chewy. It was Forsaken. We did that remote because he's in a different state, you know, so I know how that goes. And that can be fun too, because it's bouncing, you know, the files back and forth, and, you know, and the mixing can be both tedious and a headache at the same time. Now, I'm kind of embarrassed a little bit because I was just looking, and the next question had to go with this timeline. If I would have noticed my own notes that you joined 2020, I would have not have asked that.
That's okay. No problem.
I'm glad I know, you know, how you are, you know, from this day forth, you know, how you mix, you know, with your inspirations and stuff with the band. All right. So the one question I have though is Melissa, the notes I have is that you are 2018 to present, where everybody else is 2019 and 20. Did you have a solo project before? Now, and this is another thing. Am I saying the band right? Ad Infinitum?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. All right. Good. I cannot. I'm have this serious handicap of pronouncing things that are written. It's terrible. Anyway, so did you be within that year? Were you like creating the band? Were you a solo project? What was going on with that?
So in 2018, it was the idea to create a solo project because I was still with Rage of Light, and I was touring with other bands, guest vocalists, and this and that, and I just wanted, to make. At first, it was just supposed to be an EP with like 4 or 5 songs. And then, you know, I started to invest more time and energy into it, and I decided, I really want to bring it on stage. So I decided to recruit
right.
musicians. And it turned into a real band. I think, end of 2018. I think we started discussing it, or maybe beginning of 2019. And but I started as a solo project, and I crowdfunded it because it was too much for just me to finance. So yeah, that's how it started. And Napalm Records signed the band I think right after the crowdfunding, or the beginning of the year after, I think.
Right. Well, so the crowdfunding worked out for you. I tried that once and it was an epic fail, you know. And I was like, well, I guess I'm just going to be the only member, and I've been doing it since. I forgot what the website was 10 years ago, but I'm working on my 10th album now, and I've just got so used to doing everything myself. I'm just like, hey, I'm not going to try to get band members now, you know. So we got some people here in the chat. I haven't even been watching it, y'all, but my moderators for my normal show are putting up links for you guys. So thanks, mods. I appreciate it. Mostly Miss Cassandra right now. That's awesome. And somebody put in there, Peredy nails ad infinitum. I don't know what you mean by that. Or even, did you mean the pronunciation maybe? I don't know. Things can get taken lots of ways on my shows. So, but that, you know, I like that. I like that storyline because, you know, a lot of us experience that same thing. Back when I had bands, I was always and I understand the recruiting thing. My Lord, man. I think 3 different bands 15, 20 years ago, I started off and I was like, I got to get members to do this stuff. And I was a drummer. I never intended to do vocals. I just did the vocals until I got a vocalist, but I could never find one. So, yeah, so I can totally relate with that. Now, speaking of the collaborations that you're doing, I know you said Nils. I've been saying Niles on my show. My goodness. See, I told you I'm terrible about that. But you said you did the one with Nils. And is besides, all right, I just reworded the question in my head. Do you have something coming up? I'm kind of thinking that you got a collab with Madeline, right? Is there anything you can? If you can't discuss it, it's okay. Just say so. You know.
No, it's okay. It's just. I mean, the word is already out. She joined us on our online show that premiered on Saturday, together with 3 other artists. Because we had this real release show in Switzerland, but we knew that not everyone would be able to just fly to Switzerland to join us for the release party. So we also recorded an entire show that we put online for people to watch all over the world, and it's still streaming until Saturday, I think. So
I think for 1 week, yeah. I think next Saturday evening is the deadline for 6 days. Yeah, I think still.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna need to check it out. I couldn't see it Saturday, so I'm gonna need to find that.
So basically, we just had the premiere on Saturday, but the show is on Moment House, and you can watch it at any time. And Madeleine joined us. There was also Alea from Saltatio Mortis, Hans from Feuerschwanz, and Linda from Eclipse. And we recorded an entire show in a very, very epic venue with wonderful lights, and it was pretty cool.
Awesome. So, I mean, is this something that's being added to an album too, or was it just a streaming thing?
It's just a streaming thing, and it's only available for a few days. So, it's not something that we will release on a DVD or on. Yeah, it's just very
just online.
Just online, like a lot of bands have been doing recently as well.
Cool. Well, listen, if anybody watching has the link to that, please send it to me, or you can post it in the chat as well. I definitely want to check that out. I had a busy day Saturday, so I didn't get to watch it, unfortunately.
I think we still have it in our bio in Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh, do you? Okay, sweet. I know how to find that. I've had Instagram for a long time, but I've just recently learned how to navigate it. So I'll definitely check that out. Also, I want to throw out, if anybody watching has any way of starting to record this now, I thought I'd been recording, but apparently I had that turned off, and I really wanted to put this on my YouTube. That just sucks on so many levels. Too much of this has already been lost. So, I mean, I hit it now, but I'm hoping I can grab, because my Twitch doesn't save anything. So,
okay,
that's a bummer for me. So that being said, have you had any other collaborations that either one of you that you've done with other bands, like as a cameo yourself?
Yeah, there's something coming soon with Feuerschwanz, actually. Nice. Don't laugh because of my pronunciation, because I've been training this.
I won't laugh at you if you don't laugh at me.
No, it's actually Feuerschwanz. You said it perfectly.
Oh,
Actually, you did.
She's like, oh, yay.
Oh.
That's all I'm gonna get. You know, I should have clipped that. That way, every time I say something right, I should just put up the clip. I'm listening, going, oh, yeah. That was all. That was too adorable. All right, good. And any other ones that do you guys have any other cameos coming in to your band coming up?
There's nothing planned, I think, but we will see what the future brings.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out to your area and totally photobomb your next music video. I'm just gonna jump out there and be like, ah! You know. No, that's a lie. I can't afford the plane ticket. Anyways, all right. All right. So yeah, I see a comment here. Animals, extremely hot video. I agree. I absolutely agree. Okay, so your albums, chapter 1, 2, and 3. Is there like a thing, but you also have your subtitle with it. Now, I called my last album that I did before, well, my second to last album, Chapters, because I thought it was going to be the last one I did. Yeah, right. I kept going. But is that because you're going to do this with every album, just chapters, and have like a different novel title, or is just something cool you guys thought, hey, let's do it this way?
Well, we did it for the first album and second album, but we don't want to put ourselves in the box. Maybe next album will be called differently. Maybe, we don't want to limit ourselves and say, hey, we're going to do this forever from now on.
Right.
So let's see. We evolve a lot as a band, and there's already a lot that changed from the first album to the second one, and we learned a lot. And yeah, it's a great journey, and maybe we'll do something completely different for the next one. Who knows?
There you go. Well, I dig it because, I mean, it's kind of like, every chapter you go tells the next section of a story. So that's the way I was taking it. It's like different changes, progressions that you guys are going through and stuff. I was like, now that's cool. All right. So I'm going to name off some singles. I have not admittedly gone by and seen, every song listed on all 3 albums, but I was given a list of singles, and some of these are recent. Now I know this, a couple of these are off albums, but before I even do that, do you have any singles that aren't on any albums? That'll just answer that in a nutshell.
Nope.
No. Well, then I don't even need to go into all them because that just answers it. All right. So I think maybe when I was giving this list, it was talking about maybe different music videos and stuff like that. Melissa, you are one busy lady. All right. Like I was saying right before, and I was doing a little bit of research, and I was like, how many bands can this woman be in? Now, do you?
But that's the funny thing. People are like, oh my God, how many bands does she have? Well, I have 2.
Really?
Sometimes I record for artists, and they're like, there you go with another band. And I'm like, no, just singing with them one song, and that's it. Like, I've been singing. For example, I've been recording vocals for a friend of mine, and his project is called Infinitum, and he has like 3 or 4 singers on it. And then there's people who are like, so now she has a new band. What is going on with that Infinitum? Is it dying? And I'm like, no, I just recorded for a friend.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know where I got that from, because I'm looking through my notes and there's not a multiple list in there. Maybe when I was just going through the different videos and stuff I saw.
Name them and I will help you.
Okay, so let me go back down in that note. I've got, of course, there's Ad Infinitum, and then where's the other one?
That's correct.
I got it here somewhere. I got it here. Oh, you know what? I just have the band numbers. I don't have the band. Oh, Rage of Light.
I was in this band until earlier this year. And we started together in 2016, if I'm correct. And I had to leave the band because, we were friends, and we took the decision together. We made the decision together because, last year we were all in a place where we thought, we slow things down. We just release a couple singles and videos per year, and we take it easy because we all had different things going on. And this year we kind of made a re-evaluation of the situation, and the guys were like, let's go for an album. And I was like, but I have an album to prepare with Ad Infinitum. Right. And so that means that I cannot do anything before 2022. And they were like, and I said, you know what, guys, I don't want to slow you down. This is your main band. This is my side band now because I have Ad Infinitum, which is taking a lot of space. So it's only fair that it's only fair that I gave, like, that I left the space to someone who actually had the time to work with them 100%.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, that makes sense. You know, you have to put your focus where focus is due, you know, and if you've got multiple projects going on, then, you know, like I'm trying to finish up this last album, but for some reason I stack something else over and over. I'm working really hard right now to get some backing stuff going on because I'm like diligently talking to Madeline and Elizabeth from Morphied about doing a collab. Maybe we could talk you into jumping on it. That would be awesome.
Oh my God. Yeah, see, that's why people think that I have so many bands because people are
because
like,
of that.
Hey, what about new collab now?
Well, I'll put a disclosure out there. I would love Melissa to do this, but it doesn't mean she's joining my band. That would be awesome too. But just saying. But I mean, so far the progress on even on that collab has gone nowhere. I mean, I've basically like written half the song, and maybe I need Corby to do the bass line because I haven't even touched that. You know, I'm just saying. I have not even picked up the bass to even think about it for that track.
How about Corby sings and I play the bass, by the way?
You know what?
Even better.
Me if I want to play the bass.
You know what, Melissa? Would you like to play the bass? I mean, I'm just saying, Corby, would you like to sing on this song? In fact, I'll play the kazoo. To hell with vocals for me altogether, man.
Perfect. You know, let's do it like this.
I have a. You know what? I use this for this character I do. I have a flutophone. Huh? How's that for heavy metal? You can't get more metal than that. I'm just saying.
Just put an overdrive on it.
Yeah. That's great. Oh, wow. All right.
Distorted kazoo.
I'm telling you, it might be a groundbreaking thing. You know, how many other bands do that? Play the kazoo with some distortion. We can put a little pickup on the thing.
Don't tell Feuerschwanz. They will do it.
Oh,
right.
Oh.
Who? Do what?
Feuerschwanz, the band Melissa does, has done the Ding Corporation.
Right. They would be into that.
They would be into it. They're extremely funny, talented, and they would be up for it.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. See, I'm all about doing comical thing. I do it a lot. I do parodies.
You have to check them out. They're a really great band.
Sweet. I will. Absolutely. Maybe we'll play them on a show. I got a show today. I'm only doing leftover songs, but maybe I'll kick back and do a couple of those songs too.
You know what? They released a video today called Memento.
Really?
I think. Yeah, they just did.
Yeah, they did. I think it's already out.
What, could I bother?
The premiere. I was in the chat. I was sending fires.
That was adorable. Fire. I love it. Could I bother one of you to like send that to a link to me, like in the Instacrap or whatever, you know? And then that's what it's Instagram. I call it Instacrap. But
are you
that way
in the chat, or are you asking us?
I'm asking you. Yeah. Sorry, I should have been specific.
So what are we supposed to do?
Send me that link to the video that just came out, if you don't mind, and I'll pump it out tonight on my show, and then let everybody get a, because the good thing about these shows that I do, it broadens audience. There's a lot of people, even people that have heard you guys for the first time from watching the show too. So I mean, it's a great networking thing. I really love it because so many people discover new bands. I discover new bands. It's an awesome thing. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to ask you guys questions from the fans that wrote in. I grabbed 6 of them. Every time I do this and leave it open for people to email me, there's literally over 100 of them. And I'm like, so I go through and I pick ones that are either cute or awesome or very, good questions. And then, have to scrap the rest, unfortunately, or we'd be here all night. And then after that, we'll get into any kind of updates you guys want to throw out there before we close it. All right.
Cool.
So Jenny Albrook from Houston, Texas, wants to know, are you planning on playing in my area, which would be Houston, Texas, anytime soon? And do you sell backstage or VIP access for your shows?
We are, I think it's a big word to say planning because it's very complicated right now with COVID. We're discussing a US tour. Probably for 2022 or maybe 2023, but it's very complicated because first of all, we are a new band, so it's not really entirely up to us when this happens, and a lot of things can change because of the current situation. But yes, we are planning this. We were actually planning this like already in 2020.
Really?
We're
Nice.
like, let's go there, because we got some offers, and we're like, okay, let's do this. And then never mind, there's COVID.
Yeah, that COVID, which I call the Rona bitch, it really kind of put a cork in a lot of shit, man. You know, I'm just like, oh man, you know, I mean, at the same time, more people stayed home more, so my shows were blowing up online, but but that's not exactly the way I wanted it to happen, you know. But but concerts are starting to open back up around here. In fact, if you guys decide to play North Carolina, I'm still on the in from when I played around. I mean, we were like a big thing around here locally. We're never, you know, global, but locally we headlined everything around here. So like even the national venues, if you guys want to hook up, let me know. I got you covered, man. But I want backstage passes.
Sure. Bring a bottle of rum.
You got it, man. You got it, dude. I mean, in fact, these
Nice.
bars almost expect it from me these days, you know, because I mean, Peredy is a thing around here. They're like, all right, man, you got your flask? If you do, just keep it in your pocket, you know. But I'll use this as an excuse. I'll be, look, Corby said he wants it backstage in the green room, so I'm bringing it. Get him all twisted. He's like slobbering on the bass.
It's like during the weddings, it's for the bride. It's like, it's for the band. It's for the band.
That's it. That's it. It'd be like, it's for the whole band. You cannot tell me I can't bring it in here. Now, these places, they would just be like, all right, Peredy, fuck it, bring it in, you know. But yeah, definitely, if you guys play, please let me know. And, you know, I'll do anything I can to help you out. And sorry, thanks. Jenny Albrook from Houston, Texas. If they're going to announce a U.S. tour, I'm going to have to insist they come to North Carolina before Texas. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm going to pull favorites here. Brian Peterson from Garden Grove, California. Now, I like this because I lived there for a few months. Do you think there is a different method of singing growls for females as opposed to males? And how do you practice it? Better question, how did you develop the skill?
I don't think there's any difference. I know for a fact that there's no difference. We have the same body and it's the same technique. But there's multiple techniques for growls, because you have what I call the growl is the deep one. I mean, the scream. And then there's the fry vocals, which are more with the full chords, which I barely use. So I'm not an expert to explain this, but, it's the same for male and females. And the way I learned it, I went through multiple YouTube explanations that didn't do shit for me.
Facts.
Seriously, there's so many guys who are like, yeah, you have to do this. And you're like, yeah, you create that sound. And then I found this lady, I don't know, maybe she was super young, actually. She was in her room explaining that you have to think that your mom is calling and say, hey, clean your room. And you're like, yeah. And then half an hour later, she's coming back and she's like, clean your room. And you're like, you know,
you're right.
Teenage,
brilliant,
like,
brilliant.
and then she's coming back and you're really pissed. So you're like, you know?
Yeah. Or when your ex texts you like 30 times in a row.
Maybe doesn't happen to me, luckily, but and you know, that's how I got it. I started to practice a lot, because then when you finally understand how you create the sound, it takes a lot of time to be able to actually sing a song, because first you can, you know, you have to really control the air pressure, like your breathing technique is very important, because first you can do maybe one word, then one sentence. Then I was doing, like, I was working on Arch Enemy songs, and I was taking like every second sentence, because I could not, you know, I had to sing once and like scream one sentence and then and then eventually you can do an entire song.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's good advice. And you're right. Anytime I've been asked, I'm like, no, there's no difference, you know, because I've had different female singers ask me, well, I'm a girl, how do I do it? It doesn't matter. You know, I mean, we don't have different voice boxes between, you know, I mean, maybe we sound different, but we're all still built pretty much the same way in most stuff. But anyways, yeah. And, you know, and I like the way you said that with, you know, your mom calling back. Cause you know, I gave a guy, this was hilarious. If you don't mind me sharing, there's a guy that was trying to get into being a metal. He's like, oh man, I want to get the fry and the blood curdling scream and stuff. I mean, how do you do that? And I was just being funny because at the time I was in no, you know, sometimes you're just not in the mood to answer stuff, you know. And I said, dude, I've had 2 ex-wives and I got kids. He went, oh.
Well,
that seemed to be acceptable to him. I'm like, oh, all right, now I made him think I scream at my wives and kids. That's not what I do, you know. but I mean, it was the best thing I'd come up with. All right, so the next one is Julie K from Saratoga Springs, New York. Melissa, will you tell okay, this one's for the this is adorable, by the way. Melissa, will you tell the drummer, please? I'm 13 years old and I just got my first drum set 2 months ago. I begged my parents to get it for me because of my obsession with Ad Infinitum. Your drummer is a god. My questions, how can I be as great as you to the drummer? And in 6 years, will you be my boyfriend? I thought that was way too cute. So, yeah.
So cute.
So if you can pass that on to him, I think that'd be great.
Oh, wow. We will. We have to.
I don't know how he'd answer it for.
Super happy. He will be super happy. I mean, I know that Nick is very dedicated when it comes to practicing, and he's been practicing multiple instruments his entire life. So I think whether it's for drums or guitars, bass, vocals, the key is just, you know, being dedicated and practicing and also having fun, you know, because I think that you evolve more, at least for me, it was the case. You evolve better and more and faster when you enjoy what you're doing. So sometimes you feel like singing metal and sometimes you feel like singing pop and whatever. And just, you know, enjoying and feeling confident about what you're doing is just so great and empowering. And I mean, I cannot talk for Nick, but I think passion is the key.
I agree. And, you know, having fun is very important because you can get burned out too easy. The moment you think it turns into a job, it's game over, you know? I mean, because if you know, stay diligent, stay practicing. I remember when I talked to, and I hope you don't mind, I always throw my flashbacks because I'm getting to be an old guy, so I have lots of them. But James LaBrie from Dream Theater, I hung out with him one time. He was doing a guitar clinic. And I was very young. I was like 12 or 13, I think, something like that, or 14. And I handed him this demo, and he actually set aside. He said, "Have a seat. We'll hang out afterwards and do this." So he took a listen, and he handed it back to me. He said, "It sucks." And I said, "Oh, okay." And I said, "Well, how do I get this signed?" He said, "You don't." He said, "If I told you that it was good, then you would never get better. You would just keep sucking." He said, "Just practice like hell from now on." So my point with that is that right after that, I practiced so much that I lost the fun in it. You know, it became work, and that also stops you from getting better. Because if you're not, you know, like you said, have fun with it. Because if not, then it's monotonous. It gets old, you know. So I like that. I appreciate that, and I'll send you that question. I'll copy and paste it in the message so you can read it off to him if you want.
I actually tried to quickly send a message to Nick to see if he would be available to pop up for a few seconds. I know
That'd be
he's
great.
Recording some stuff. He's recording some stuff, so maybe he sees this message and just, you know, click on the link and comes for a few seconds. I don't know.
That'd be great.
But I
That'd
cannot
be great.
promise anything.
Okay. All right.
Maybe we can we share the, like, what Nick is doing right now and what will happen?
Yeah, I guess we can. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Nick, for the 13-year-old drummer girl, Nick is doing a drum playthrough of one of our songs, and
no kidding.
And I think we will share it. I don't know when exactly. Next week, 2 weeks.
No, actually, this week. Actually.
This week.
The 10th in 2 days.
All right, then.
I'm going to enjoy that. I might actually pop it on my, I don't think you can see, there's actually like I hate this mirror thing.
Yeah.
The way I can't tell which way to go. There's a television across from my drum set. I might pop it on there and play along with it. I love those playthroughs, man. They're great. I actually learn a lot from those things too. So, yeah, that'd be great. All right. So, Julie K from Saratoga. There you go. There's a little bit of insight. He'll get your message and he's going to do that playthrough. So make sure you check that out too.
Oh,
hang on.
Oh, he's coming on?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that'd be so awesome.
I don't know if it's in 5 minutes or for 5 minutes though, but he said 5 minutes. Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's go on to the next question. When he pops in, I'll ask him that directly.
Sure.
Cool. All right. So Alex Thornburg from Cedar Key, Florida wants to know, he says, I haven't heard a song from your band that hasn't made me stop moving when I play it, which I concur. It does the same thing to me. Ad Infinitum is on repeat all day during work. I said it does the same thing with me. Are there any of your own songs that make you play consistently like that? So I think what he's asking is there any of your own songs that you can't stop listening to?
Oh,
well, we didn't stop listening to it because we basically we exactly like 1 year ago we started writing, and then we continued writing, then it went into mixing, then we were thinking about videos, and then we were thinking about the online show, and then we were rehearsing for some live shows. So we were playing and listening to them constantly. So there is no stopping in it, and it's unstoppable.
Hey, listen, we got Nick popping on right now.
Oh,
all right,
God.
Sweet. And just to add to that real quick, listen,
Hello.
I can tell you as a musician, it's kind of hard to listen to your own thing because while you're recording it, you've heard that song 400 times in a row. So it's, but anyway, so there you go. Nick, excuse me. How are you doing, man? I'm glad to see you pop on here. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty spontaneous. I'm in the middle of working, I don't know, 15 hours today, but hey, that's it. That's live.
15 hours.
So I don't know. I'm not counting anymore. Today's been a very, very special day.
Well, yeah, so I heard you're doing a playthrough video, right?
Yes, exactly. This is why I was in the studio this morning to grab files, and then I was teaching, and now I have to cut the stuff.
Nice, man. Well, studio work can grow all day, all night.
Exactly.
I got something funny.
It's a huge time eater
at some point with that too. But listen, let me. I was reading off fan questions, and Son of the Sea. I saw, or I'm sorry, not Son of the Sea. Nova Killer. If we get time, I'll ask some questions off the chat. I'm sorry, y'all. I haven't been watching the chat that close, but if you guys have one when we get done, then I'll go to the chat. So Nick, this is for you, and I'll just read the whole thing off. Julie K from Saratoga Springs, New York, asked Melissa to ask you. She says, I'm 13 years old and I just got my first drum set 2 months ago. I begged my parents to get it for me because of my obsession with Ad Infinitum. Your drummer is a god. My question is, how can I be as great as you? And in 6 years, will you be my boyfriend?
All right,
I thought it was too sweet not to ask.
That's a super sweet. That's a super sweet message. Thank you so much for it. Yeah. So first of all, congratulations to convincing your parents to get the drums. It was a wise decision, and you never regret that. Exactly, it's the best decision probably ever made. Yeah. What's most important is patience, endurance, creativity, and music. Playing the music, playing as much as you can, as loud as you can, as hard as you can, to the music you like, and be creative. Create stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to get not so deep emotionally.
Yeah. No, that's good. I mean, and that kind of extends on what Melissa said. Just staying at it, practice. And she threw in make sure you have fun, but being creative is fun for artists.
Yeah, that's very important.
It's to it. Some people like.
And what is very very important is to. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
What's very important is that you get sorry. And what's very important is that you get out of your comfort zone from time to time, because you need to draw your circle around you bigger and bigger and bigger. This is what when you feel uncomfortable, that's when you're learning.
You know, I like that. I was about to say pretty much step outside the box, but I like that. Instead of stepping outside, just extend your range. You know, make the circle bigger and bigger and bigger. I like that much better. So you don't have to have a discomfort of stepping outside the box. Just extend your range of what you want to do in your creativity.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's good advice. And Nick, I want to tell you, I told them earlier that I think there's a little bit of a delay, so I'm not intentionally talking over you, and I apologize in advance for that.
All fine. And I'm not intentionally talking into you, on the other hand.
Right. Oh, I know how it is.
That,
you're just like, the hell with you, Peredy. I'm just going to talk over you. You know, I know. I get it. It's all right. Hey, can you hang out for a couple more minutes? We got a few more questions. And, you know, if anybody that wants to throw in those questions. Great. So, Clarista H. from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, where I'm at here in North Carolina, says, why? And she puts it all in caps, so I'm going to shout it like she is. Why are you doing a concert here before it all goes to shit? That's what she said. And she also says, seriously, I want to know what was your favorite concert you ever played and what made it stand out above the others. So this is a question for all you guys. I'd like to get an answer from each of you.
Well, special one, I'm going to answer first. A special one for me was like the first concert at Infinitum ever did. Because of Corona, it was like this summer in Czech Republic, the Rock Castle Festival. For me, it was like a very special concert because it was the first one we ever did, and it was like the first. It was a very cool festival, and it was almost felt like pre-COVID because there were tests at the entrance, and then inside the festivals, people didn't have to wear masks. They were partying. It was a huge crowd. It was just a great time, and it was the first concert for us, so it's very special.
So that had to make a big impact on you then. So it was equally as fun as it had the biggest impact all at the same time then, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. And next, whichever one.
Well, okay. For me, the first one was very special too, but you know, recently we had this release party and it was our first headliner show and it was in Switzerland. So for me, it was very special for two reasons. First of all, because I'm from Switzerland, and it was one of those venues where, you know, when you start with your first band, you really want to play there because it's the coolest venue ever. And we got to headline it, and it's fucking crazy for me because I used to go to concerts there, and I saw my first metal concerts there. The first metal band I saw playing there, headlining there was Gamma Ray, and then I saw Sonata Arctica, I saw Camelot there, I saw Delane. I mean, I saw plenty of bands that I admired.
Delane,
so headlining, nice. So headlining there was crazy and so amazing, and seeing people getting crazy and singing our songs, and we got so many people. We didn't expect to have so many people for our first headliner show, and then we had 1 hour signing session. I mean, it was crazy, the love that we got, and finally, you know, to get to experience how well our songs were received on a real, you know, a face-to-face experience, not online anymore, but really post-COVID-ish with people in front of us. It was amazing.
I can definitely understand how that would be an impact. If you don't mind me sharing again, I can relate because there's a place called Ziggy's here in North Carolina. It was out of Winston-Salem, actually. And that's where back in the day, all the big bands played. Like, you know, if you wanted to see a big band play, you went there, or Amos in Charlotte, Amos South End. So Ziggy's was the go-to place. And their bartender, who was also a big promoter, man, he only bartended on the side for extra beer money, really. But he got a hold of one of our demos and he said, how'd you guys like to play Ziggy's? Mind blown, right? So I remember that day that we played Ziggy's for the first time. I literally sat on that stage an hour before they opened the doors and just kind of looked around like, I can't believe I'm sitting on this stage, you know, where I watched so many other bands. So that's how I can relate. And then when we finally did a headlining thing there, that was it. It changed my life forever, you know. So I can understand what you're saying. You see all these big bands playing, and when you finally hit that same stage, it's like, wow, you know. Absolutely. Yeah. What about you for you, Nick?
Hard to say. I mean, there haven't been so much concerts with an Infinitum now, but definitely the the first one was such an impact. It was such a cool festival, such a great crowd, such a great day, and it all kind of fit together on that day because it was. Of course, we were also nervous regarding first live show ever, and the technical stuff would work properly, which everything turned out to be super fine. But also, we had a nice signing session, and it was in August. It was very cool. I didn't know that I really needed this, being on stage and seeing people and connecting with people, not with everyone being locked in a small box where 5 people can stay with a mask, and then you have 3 meters left, and then there's the next fence with the sheep, or So I wasn't quite prepared for the emotional impact that I really got from the show. I didn't know that I needed that so bad, and I only recognized it like after the signing session and after we were watching Sabaton playing there, and it was like, wow, that was really, really good.
Yeah, I bet
from a side of a musician, and also from a side of just a human being, and being stuck in the Corona crisis, and then having this was such an amazing feeling. And I can only agree. Also the other show we had the week after in Landsweiler, the Park Festival, it was absolutely amazing. It was a headliner festival show, and Set 7 was also just outstanding.
It's addicting,
really,
isn't it?
Really cool, but yeah.
Once you get that rush in you, that's it. It's in your blood, and I gotta get it. And then unfortunately, when you play a smaller show, you go back and you're like doing a fill-in show, and it's like a venue that holds maybe like 200 people, and it's like you try to be humble because you're still grateful to play anywhere, but then it's just kind of like, oh, in a way. But I mean, at the same time, you're still grateful. But I don't know. You guys may not feel the same way. But the first time I went from that to that, I was just kind of like, oh, bummer, But I still ended up having fun.
The crazy thing is, me personally, I forgot the rush. How it was like before COVID. We were all used to it. We played so many concerts and different projects and band, and then COVID happened, and we had to stay home for like 1.5, almost 2 years now. And it's now coming back, and we suddenly remember we need this. We got to have this, and now it's back, and it feels so good.
Yeah, it's like the cocaine of music, man. I need
more. It is.
I need a fix. I need to get this.
Yeah.
If you can put that rush in an IV, and you just walk around.
For me
that
personally,
IV.
I like these little clubs you just mentioned, like 200 people crammed into it, like sweat is coming down from the walls and the ceiling is dripping on you, and you feel like tasting the other people. It's like, blah, but it's so full of energy, and it's like, this is rock and roll, man.
Yeah, now there is that factor, you get to be right there in the face with them, So I like how you said you're tasting the people. That's literally, you can almost get everybody's sweat on all up in your glands and stuff, and the building sweats itself. So there are great things with that. You get to get right up in with everybody. But I don't know. I guess it is what it is with that. Everybody's going to take a little bit different, but I'm really happy to see that you guys are able to consistently rock it out with those places like that. That's just awesome. And I really hope that it lasts like forever for you guys. We got one more from the fans. This is Bobby Jackson. What is the most fun? Well, I mean, this kind of goes in the same one as the last one. I'm surprised I let this repeat. Maybe there's something different here. What is the most fun moment? Oh, there's not just show moment you can remember with the band. And what is the most impactful moment you can remember with the band? I guess is a 2-3-part question. And what is the most impactful moment Melissa had in her life with music, including any band? This dude's just full of questions, man. So I'm going to reduce it down, unless you guys just want to go into it that much. You're more than welcome to. The last one was asking, like, as a band. This one is like personally with your whole music career.
I'm gonna go with the band. But I'm gonna have to answer this question, and then unfortunately I have to leave. But I felt for the band the most or that's the most. I don't know. The best is yet to come. Hey, so
Yeah.
a very huge impact was when we were at Jacob Hansen's place and mixing the second record. And
I knew it.
we were
I knew it too.
and we were and we were walking to his place and to the I think we were walking to the testing center, and we received the first mixes from him, and we were like, oh, but we need to leave. Okay, so let's all download the songs, and everyone get his earphones. And we all started at the same second. 1, 2, 3, go! And we listened to the same songs while walking there, and it was just. I mean, everyone was listening for him or herself, but we were all together there because we had the same second listening to, and that was
that's
so
awesome, man.
intense. And that was awesome. We had this powerful mix, and we were all together there in our mixing session, producing session. That was really intense.
Dude, I mean, I wasn't even there, but I'm kind of visualizing thing. You gave such a descriptive thing of 1, 2, 3, I mean, I was just kind of digging it with you. I was like, yeah, let's play it. I love it. What about you, Melissa? And Nick, if you got to bail, I understand, but thank you for being here, my guy. I appreciate it.
Thank you for inviting me, and thanks for the questions. But I really have to leave now because otherwise it's going to be really late now.
Right. Evening. Hey, listen, I hope we can do this again sometime.
Hopefully, yes, when it's less stressful for me. Sorry.
No, it's great. I appreciate you taking time out because I know you're busy. So thank you very much. I appreciate that.
All right.
And
thank
thanks
you.
for answering.
Have a good one.
Too. You too. Thank you.
Sure
So Melissa.
Bye.
Ciao.
Hasta luego.
Arrivederci. So Melissa, the question passed to you now.
Shit, I was listening to Nick and I was not thinking about my answer.
It's okay. It's even better. Spur of the moment.
All right. So the strongest moment in the band, I think it's most probably when we had our first show and we entered the stage for the first time, because we had been working together. Like, we were about to release our second record and it was our first show because of COVID. We were ready to go on tour in 2020, didn't happen. Ready to go on tour in 2021, didn't happen. But we got a few two festivals and this one show that we did for the release. And so it was our first show in front of thousands of people in a festival headlined by Sabaton, and we're like, okay, let's do this.
Breathe in.
Yeah, exactly. And this moment where you arrive on stage and the energy just goes to 100,000.
Right.
And it's just fun together, and we run around and we play with each other, and yeah, it's just such a great moment. And for my entire career, I think it's exactly the same moment, because I've had great times on stage, great times in the studio, but nothing compares to what we're doing right now with Infinitum, because this project is just so, it's like a baby, It's yeah, but it's right. The music feels right. It's also something that, because I've created it and then found the people who were into this, it really, it really matches what I love to do on stage, like 100%. So this, plus the fact that we're all in it 100% working together every day, and like almost like a family right now, because we know each other so well, and it's so great that the emotions are multiplied by 10,000.
That's great. You guys are very descriptive, man. I like it, man. I mean, back when I used to do interviews a lot more, I was doing like 2 or 3 a week, way back. And the bands had this thing of just kind of being so vague all the time. And it's just, can you indulge just a little bit? But you guys are very descriptive, and I dig that. So, I mean, thank you for doing that. It's making this, at least interesting. All right, Corby, what about you, man?
Well, I think I just have to agree with Melissa and Nick. What they just said is like these two memories, like these stand out for me too. And this, yeah, it's just.
See, I just got done bragging about how descriptive you guys are. And
yeah, I'm sorry, man.
Like, I just agree with him. No.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I gotta let you down.
No, you didn't. Like, no. I think that's great because that goes exactly with what she was saying. You know, the whole family atmosphere, how you guys are. So you're connecting in the same way. That makes sense. That totally makes sense. Listen, we're out of those questions for now. I got two funny ones I always throw in. And while I'm doing that, Nova Killer and anybody else, I'll let you get two in because I told them an hour and we're already pushing past that now. So I don't want to hold them up all day. So go ahead and put those in now. So, all right. I always ask these goofy ones. Who would win a fight? Betty Boop or Jessica Rabbit? Let's trade up Betty Boop for Daisy Duck.
Daisy Duck.
Wait. No, Jessica Rabbit.
You think Jessica Rabbit would win?
Yeah.
Yeah? How come? Think she's just tougher or is it because she's taller?
She's badass.
She's badass?
Yeah.
Jessica Rabbit is badass.
Well,
I mean,
she's a singer, right?
No, she was the cartoon lady on Roger Rabbit.
Wait, I'm thinking about someone else. Wait, sorry about.
I'm sorry. No, it's okay. She's the only cartoon that every man had a crush on.
No, it's of course it is. Isn't she a singer?
No. Here, hang on a second. Let me see if I can.
No, but I see her. I have her here.
Yeah.
But I was pretty sure she was a singer. Anyway, maybe I'm confused.
Oh, maybe she was in the movie. I don't know. I don't remember the movie. So I don't remember. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Maybe she was. Maybe she was like one of those cigar bar singers. I think maybe you're right. Maybe you're right on that.
I think so, and that's why she would win.
Okay, well there you go. And Corby, you said Daisy Duck.
Yeah, just because I'm a fan of Donald Duck.
Oh yeah, well, you should be, dude. I mean Donald, and I think that's where the singer for AC/DC got his influence. You know, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's terrible. I don't like to pick on other musicians, but I mean, it's kind of what he reminds me of. In fact, it reminds me, I brought myself back to a point you were talking about with your techniques with the screaming, the fry. That's something that impresses me about you with that. You and again, I bring up Elizabeth from Morphied a lot because she's just on top of it, but also Tatiana from Ginger, is that the three of you have got this very defined way of doing it. And I like that. I am so tired of hearing these bands that do the fry thing and they sound like the Tasmanian devil. You know, you can't understand anything. It's just all you hear is, you know, it's like, what the fuck are you saying? You know, I mean, I get it that some people don't understand metal anyways, but at least you guys pronunciate. And that's the technique in fry that most people don't do. So please keep doing that. Please, for the love of God, please keep doing it. All right. So, oops, I didn't even look. It looks like people are just posting here. Okay. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Sun the Sea says for both Melissa and Corby, do you have any artists you still dream of collabing with on a song or album, or maybe even a band you dream of touring with? That's a good one.
Well, for me, like my mother actually got me into Nightwish and into symphonic metal because it was back then, like in the early 2000s, like I think about around 2001, it was her favorite band. And I was like, well, this is cool. I like it. And shortly afterwards, I discovered Iron Maiden. So I think touring with Nightwish or Iron Maiden, well, for me personally, it was like dream come true.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little bit different because, I mean, I'm going outside of metal, but I would love to tour with Muse.
With Muse?
You know what? I would be playing every night and then I would be watching their show every night. Yeah.
Really? So they're your like starstruck band, if you will.
Yeah.
She's like, well, yeah, duh.
Duh.
I love it. She said that like, well, geez, Peredy. I mean, duh. You know.
I think they're one of the greatest bands of all time, to be honest. So yeah.
I got you. The only other one I was expecting one from was Nova Killer, and he said that he already asked you everything. He says you're so sweet, and he got to do a virtual meet and greet last weekend with you, and said you guys were so cool. He was nervous, and you put him on. you put them at ease immediately. So
yeah, we had this really cool meet and greet with some of the people who were attending our online show.
I've like, maybe I should pop in one of your meet and greets one time, and I'll do like an alter ego and wear a disguise or something. I'd be like, "What do you think about that asshole Peredy? I think he's a son of a bitch." You know, see if you guys talk shit about me. Oh, I forgot to tell Nick I was joining your band with a kazoo. Oh well, I guess he'll get the memo. Yeah. All right, so we are going to wrap this up. I know we went past the hour. I want to thank you guys for hanging out while you did. I hope that we get to do this again. But before we go, just to conclude this interview, tell us about anything that you want to promote, anything coming up, any taglines, because right now there's 345 people checking this out, so it's a good potential audience to check out any new stuff or anything you got coming up. Oh, also where to get your merch and stuff.
Well, we still have our there you go, sorry.
No, please.
Never interrupt the woman.
No, I'm so sorry. Okay, we still have our online release show available at momenthouse.com. Just go to our Instagram. In our bio, there's the ticket link. So if you want to watch it, rewatch it, it's available for at least 6 days. And afterwards, it's gone. So if you want, please join. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's even a little VIP after party footage that
right.
There is actually a documentary 15 minutes of how 2 days in the venue when we prepared everything, the guests arrived and the technical team prepared everything, so it's pretty cool. And obviously we have our new album Chapter 2 Legacy out now on Napalm Records. And you mentioned merch. We have some merch on Moment House that is only available during while the show is up. And we have our shop Merchland that is also on our bio on Instagram. Yeah, www.adinfinitumofficial.com.
Right. I was actually checking out your website earlier and I clicked on the merch and ran out of time, so I didn't get to see anything. But I'm going to check that out as well. Is there any other plugs that you guys want to give? Any shout outs? I want to thank my mom and her way of making cheesecake. Anything like that,
But
we want to thank everybody.
Shout out to...
You're going to learn.
I'm just...
Go ahead.
No.
Okay, no, I just wanted to thank them. First of all, to thank you for inviting us. To thank all the people who joined the interview, and a little shout out to Alea, Madeleine, Linda, and Hans, who joined our online show this Saturday, because they were also in the chat. So it's so cool. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
I shut up. You can go.
There you go. You may speak now, young man.
You may.
Well, thank you. Literally, I wanted to say the same thing.
Yeah. It said that you guys are two minds of the same. All right. So listen, my own little thanks and conclusion with this. I want to thank you guys for being here for this interview. I've been looking forward to it. In fact, I know Madeline put a little buzz in your ear, so I want to thank her too for that. We did 2 interviews with her. I can tell you right now that you guys have been a very, very huge thing with my online shows, which is my full-time job. My music isn't paying it, so I got to do something else, right? So, I mean, there's that. And honestly, even while I'm writing my 10th album right now, I can honestly say that there's times where I have to unplug you guys from my brain from jamming you so much. I'm like, no. They did that. They can't do that, And just a little funny note, there's this ongoing thing that I get teased about, but I ag it on, is every time there's an attractive woman in a band or something, and we do one of their videos, I always say, "That's my future ex-wife." Well, you are somewhere like in the 1,200,000 future ex-wife list. You've been added. I think I say it every time the video comes on. I'm like, "That's my girl right there." Yes. So I get all pumped. So, but thank you for writing
on the list.
Oh yeah, you're right there. In fact, I think you've recently been promoted for 1,200,000 to like in the top 9, somewhere. Madeline's there too. Just saying. I tease her about it all the time. But anyways, but yeah, thank you for writing such badass music. I hope that you guys continue to do it. I'm certainly looking forward to more. I want you guys to all check out those links that Cassandra's been putting in the chat and everybody else, definitely check out more. I highly recommend him. If you haven't heard him yet, then you're missing my show, and shame on you. You're going to be punished in some way for this. The gods of fucking whatever are going to say, don't do that. Go to Peredy's show. And then you guys will definitely hear Ad Infinitum because they get played a lot. So Melissa and Corby, I had a blast. If you don't mind, stick around for about 5 or 10 seconds after we close this. And that's it. All right. As always, until next time, everybody, stay true, stay you.